numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this a jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad be pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see Modesto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, dummy pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number saved, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin, when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Ay, 100s and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ay, she want it like me, cause I blame she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts. Whole team counting, that's a big number.
Yeah.
Switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. We ain't gon' run, no, we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lap. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in them. Ice cream whip, triple school. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no, we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. We ain't gon' run, no, we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die.
Up it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like
Well, Coach, we are just about set for football at CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. A few moments ago, they raised the 12th man banner, and this place, as usual, rocking and rolling. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Seattle Seahawks. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Here we go, flying in. Right there, 54 Mike. Here we go, kill. Here we go, go to 54, flying in. Check 52. 26.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They give to Johnson going right. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence. David Johnson on his way. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 34 yards there and a first down. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Johnson. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
The first down carry here for Johnson. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Johnson running right. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
36. He's coming. We got double up.
Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. And an alley to run. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Deontay Thompson. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
They'll run on 1st down. Johnson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
That's it, baby. We got to
at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the 1st half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Tempo.
Wilson leaves this one with Penny. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 38-yard line.
Waiting. 50, Mike 50. Man, that's trash.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 43.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, You really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
What? 380! Mike 50, Mike 50! Check. 380!
They keep it with Penny on first down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
No. Rush in. Go. Rush in.
Shit! Watch the shit!
19. Check.
Penny, a first down carry. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Flare. Shift. 12. Switch it. Come on, switch it. 81. Check.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8.
Check three.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. That is caught inside the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Penny will try to punch it in, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Rashad Penny, his second touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point right down the middle, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Johnson. He'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll take it to the 43-yard line. That goes for 14 yards, first down Cardinals.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Here we go. Go right in. We don't want this. Switch.
On first down, Johnson. Shaquille Griffin in on the stop defensively.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Now a give right side. It's Johnson. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. On the ground, this is Johnson. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals! David Johnson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Cardinals push further out in front. This is becoming quite the half he's had here.
Remember in our pregame meetings, they talked about wanting to run the football and staying with it? Well, when you're scoring this many touchdowns, there's no reason to go away from it, is there? They are off to a fantastic start. They hope it continues.
3 already for him. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
10 yards and a Seattle first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And an alley to run. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. We'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. A game there of 30 big ones.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
On 2nd and 10, Wilson. And this is caught at the 8. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Wilson escaping the pressure, and he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Point after, right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Go, go, go. Watch it. We're going to 53. Safety's creeping.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Prescott now from the 50. He rifles one that's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
Take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Again, it's Penny. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. From the gun, Wilson. Wide open receiver, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson. And an alley to run. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now Wilson. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down, Seahawks.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Grenade!
All day, dog. Preload. Tiny to the right, boy. Tiny to the right.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Out to his left. He's got the first down inside the 10. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Check it out, read.
Touch 50, touch 50.
To throw is Wilson. From the gun, he'll throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Deontay Thompson. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today.
Partner, I know my grade school teachers never would believe this, but I can absorb a lesson. I think there's a lesson in this one. He's having a great day running the football, but occasionally they're going to find a way to stop you, aren't they?
Yeah, this time the defense stepped up in what's been so far a tough game for them. Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at about the 28. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. On the NFL scoreboard elsewhere, third quarter in Denver. And that one pretty well wrapped up. The Bengals growing the lead even further. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 41. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. The big boy's big dream right there. He got to rumble and stumble all the way for 6.
Nothing like big man with football, is there? I mean, that brings people onto their feet every single time. And his dream was answered on that one, wasn't it? It was realized. He picks it off and takes it to the end zone.
Elliott good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now he's forced out right. Well, the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. Sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Hey, hey! What? Guys, listen. The twins.
They go play action with Wilson. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line. Wilson
now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. First and 10. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Throwing again here, Wilson. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's third and long here.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 50. So we got man.
Now Wilson. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. David Moore, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll go again to Jones. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Here's Prescott. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 20, 10, touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. 77 yards. And the Cardinals push further out in front. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with it?
I would think that they...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Throwing is Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
It's a sack. Come on,
2-yard loss brings up 3rd down and 12.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a desperation throw deep downfield and unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Check.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. On 1st down, Wilson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now it's Wilson, flushed out right. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
Get that quarterback at all costs. Watch the end. Take 4. Check. Hey, alert. Mike Hassan. There we go.
To throw again on second down. Wilson. And this will be caught. Touchdown. So in the final minute here, now a 2-point conversion will tie the game.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Here we go. Go right in. 54 Mike. Me and you all day. I'm coming after you.
So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
But it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start a season, each team breaks down their schedule in different ways. Some do it every 4 games, right? Let's go quarterly. Others say, listen, we've got to take care of our home field. And, out of a 16-game season, if you get 8 at home, let's at least win 7 at home and split our road games. That's what you're trying to get done. So you're exactly right. A road win, precious, especially within the division.
So for the Cardinals, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they also will exit this one at 2-2. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.